Hello everyone, how are you today? It's Kylie from Little Moo Designs. Welcome to my very first YouTube tutorial. Today I'm going to step you through how I make my leather tassels. These are a great way to use up any scrap leather or cork that you may have laying around. I love hanging tassels off the bags that I make, and they make great key rings for friends and family and are really quick to whip up. In today's tutorial, I'm using tassel caps available from whosaysso.com. I really like the finish of these tassel caps and the size of them, and these cute little rings which attach really easily to your keys or your bags. They are available in the three finishes pictured here, so the silver, the rose gold or the copper, and the antique brass, so you can find one that matches your leather and your project. So let's get started. To make your tassel, you will need a number of things. The first one is your tassel cap, your piece of leather. You'll need some scissors, some nice sharp scissors, a pen of some description, a ruler, and of course some glue to glue it all together. Today I'm using just fabric glue. You can use any glue that you like. I tend to use Tiger Grip, but whatever you have on hand will be fine. Now the leather that I'm using today is kangaroo leather from Packer Direct Leather Shop. It's a hot pink, so that hopefully you can see easily in this video what I'm about to show you. Tassel caps come in all different finishes and sizes. This one today that I'm using measures approximately 1/2 inch diameter. So I've cut my leather to be 3 inches in length. You can alter that to suit the length of the tassel that you would like. And I've cut it 6.5 inches wide. We may or may not need that much in width, but we'll work that out as we're going through, and I'll show you. You will need to adjust that measurement depending on the size of the tassel cap that you are using. So let's begin. Step 1, you need to take a ruler, and on the back of your piece of leather or vinyl or cork, you need to measure a line which is 1/4 inch from the top of your leather. I'm just using a pen so that you can see it easily. You won't see this mark, so it doesn't really matter whether you use a pen or a texter or similar, and mark it nice and visible. There we go. Step 2, you now need your scissors, and you're going to cut lots of skinny lines up to your 1/4 inch line, not beyond. We're going to create what we call fringing. So just grab your scissors. I'm not too accurate when I do this. You may like to measure to be really accurate. I just cut lots of long, skinny lines like this. You're going to do this all the way to the end of the leather. So we now have our leather fringing all cut and ready to roll. You now need to grab your glue and place probably about 1 inch long at the beginning of your tassel piece of leather there. I'm not using huge amounts of glue, but enough to keep it nice and firm. This bit is really important in that you need to roll it quite tightly to begin with so that you get a nice full finished tassel. So I'm going to use my fingers and roll really tightly, as tight as you can. You will get glue all over your hands. It's all part of the fun. Pull it nice and tight. If you didn't want really skinny fringing, you can cut wider strips. It's totally up to you how you want your finished tassel to look. So if you can see there, I've tried to wrap as tightly as I can, and you're going to continue with this process for the rest of this piece of leather. So I just go a little bit at a time. And roll, roll, roll. Push it down a little bit to keep that edge nice and straight. A little bit more again. There we go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm just going to leave that end bit glue free for now because I just need to now check if this is the correct size for my tassel cap. So you now take your tassel cap, and before you put glue, oh, there we go. Perfect. That's a perfect fit. So you need this, your rolled up piece of leather, to fit in here nice and firmly. You obviously don't want too loose or it's going to fall out. If it was too big, I just roll a little bit off and snip it away until I get the right size for it to be firm. So I'm just now going to add a little bit of glue right to that end. Doesn't want to come out. Like so. Okay, then we need to add some glue inside the tassel cap. I would say a moderate amount. You don't want to go too generous here or you end up with glue spilling out, but enough that it's got to hold this tassel, leather tassel in place. So then you just poke it in there. Now we're twisting as we go in to get it right up to the top. And I leave mine overnight to dry, but that's it. That's how you make a leather tassel. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you would like to check out my sewing patterns, my bag and clutch sewing patterns, please head to my website www.littlemoodesigns.com, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day. Bye.